Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise to second the adjournment motion to discuss the issue of national importance as per our standing orders. Madam Speaker, I think the upshot of the argument of Senator Mundigi is based on Article number 37. Madam Speaker, allow me to read this provision because I've seen our colleagues in the minority side and Azimio and Kenya Alliance quoting it. But there is no part that is written that they should go to a demonstration and then when it turns violent, it is the right. Madam Speaker, it says every person has the right peacefully and unarmed to assemble, to demonstrate, to picket, and to present petitions to public authorities. Madam Speaker, I want to say the following. On 2 occasions, we have lost more than 15 Kenyans. Billions of properties have been destroyed. Many Kenyans have not accessed their places of work. Children have not gone to school. The economy has lost billions and billions of shillings in terms of tax and other turnovers, Madam Speaker. This has been perpetuated in the pretext of exercising Article 37 of the Constitution of Kenya, Madam Speaker. Mr. Speaker, Madam Speaker, sorry, it is very unfortunate that as a country, one person continues to hold the country to hostage because of being power hungry, Madam Speaker. In 1997, in 2007, in 2013, in 2017, the signature, tactics, and agenda is similar. Go to an election, lose an election, intimidate, emasculate, blackmail, force to go into government through an handshake, blackmail, cooperation, and nusumkate kind of arrangement, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, it goes without saying that as a country...
What is your point of order?
Madam Speaker, you know this is a house of honor, and this is a house of record. And we must protect the Senate at all costs.
What's your point of order, please?
I'm on standing order number 105, Madam Speaker. When you are given an opportunity to address the Senate, I think you must be factual. Senator Cherargei, who is my friend and my neighbor, has made some allegations by saying one person has done this, has fought his ways to government. It is important for him to produce the facts, content of speech, to support his allegations. Because we cannot allow people to use the floor of Senate to make allegations that they make on the street there or in funerals or in political rallies. This is the Senate of the Republic of Kenya. We want facts to be tabled. So is he in order, under standing order number 105, to make statements which are not factual, statements which cannot be substantiated? And I demand that he substantiates by providing tangible evidence to support the allegations that he has made, not statements that he makes in funerals or in a bus or on the streets.
Can you
This is a House of Parliament, must be respected,
Senator
Madam Speaker.
Osotsi, I wish to seek your very clear statement of what you need him to clarify, the specifics. The specific statement.
Madam Speaker, you have heard what he has said and is unanswered. He has talked of one individual. He needs to tell us who is this one individual. And then he has talked about this one individual after every election fighting to get into government through the handshake. We want to know the full facts of what he's saying. And it must be tabled in this house. And Madam Speaker, we are cheapening this house through statements like this, made by people who have no regard to the status of Senate in this republic, Madam Speaker.
Now I've understood what you have asked for. I will now direct Senator Cherargei to proceed on with his debate and clarify the one individual, because the name is not yet stated. Maybe he will clarify. Senator Osotsi, don't put the cart before the horse.
Yes.
Allow him to finish his submissions.
Yes.
Then you can hear who the individual is.
In fact, I want to assist Senator Osotsi that there is a court matter already in Speaker Mate of the Embu, that you cannot challenge a process at the beginning. You wait until I finish my submission. But as Speaker, I want to put a record. You know, Senator Osotsi might be, maybe he's a member of a bar. Personally, I'm a teetotaler. I don't take alcohol. So maybe he's recovering from hangovers of the long weekend, Madam Speaker. But as Speaker, the one person, and it is a fact, the one person I'm talking about is Azimio Raila Odinga. And it is a fact. In 2007, he pushed for a government of grand coalition government. It is in the public. Madam Speaker, the law talks about judicial notice. Under criminal procedure, not a civil procedure code, Madam Speaker, criminal procedure
Osotsi,
act
so that we can
is
make progress.
very clear.
Finish
There
your
is what we
submission
call-
first, and then I'll give you a chance. Resume your seat, Senator.
Madam Speaker,
Senator
Madam
Osotsi,
Speaker, and give me
resume.
my time because he interrupted my trail of thought. Madam Speaker, how can I substantiate the obvious? You can't, Madam Speaker. It is even judicially noticed, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, we must stop this culture. The Constitution talks about national values and principles of good governance. One of the tenets or principles is rule of law. In this country, Madam Speaker, when we go to an election, I don't know of any senator, including Senator Osotsi, my neighbor. I know the opponent and the competitor of Senator Osotsi. I am not aware that the person he defeated has gone for an mandamano to take away his seat, Madam Speaker. And I want to tell the country, Madam Speaker, the illegal demonstrations being perpetuated by Azimio One Kenya lands is no longer about what they are saying about cost of living or the high cost of food. It is that they are power hungry, Madam Speaker. They want to take the power because they don't have an alternative, Madam Speaker. There is nothing they have given on the table. Madam Speaker, when Kenya Kwanza lands, Madam Speaker, in conclusion, just half a minute, when Kenya Kwanza lands, gave bipartisan, Azimio gave bipartisan talks, but they are the ones.
You have half a minute to second.
Madam Speaker, and therefore, I want to ask the police tomorrow to be alert. There is no demonstrations that will be done. There is no destruction of property or any other form, Madam Speaker. And therefore, I beg to second.
Honorable Senators, I propose the question that pursuant to Standing Order 37, the Senate do now adjourn to discuss a definite matter of urgent national importance, namely the systematic breach of peace, destruction of public and private property and livelihoods through repeated incitement of members of the public to civil disobedience and illegal public demonstrations and protests that climaxed with the scenes of lawlessness witnessed in several parts of the country on 7th and 12th July 2023. As many as are of